So welcome to a new video and probably a new series. So all I'll be doing about is talking about the different maps in Left 4 Dead 1 and 2. But obviously we'll start in the normal order, which is New Mercy. New Mercy, I meant No Mercy. But, well, I'm obviously going to start off by taking a bit of your time and say I might do a video in Zomboid, build 42, where I'm in Riverside, and hope there's some better mods for it still. But anyway, all I'm going to say is for this map of No Mercy is my favourite, because the entire place tells a story. Well, that's the point of the entire map, and every single chapter. Like in No Mercy, a helicopter comes around, and you go down the apartments. And, well, you can see how much damage is done by, well, everyone was hungry, so what can you do? You go investigate other rooms, and, well, it obviously gets more and more darker. And overall, this is my favourite. It will always be my favourite, apart from Dead Air. And maybe Death Toll, but I'm more of a Dead Air person. So, yeah, the entire area of No Mercy is good. The beginning, perfect. It's a good start, since it is a bit like a few weeks after the infection, but we obviously know what happens then. And overall, the entire area is art, and yeah, you can tell that I am using the Left 4 Dead 2 version of it. I was going to use the Left 4 Dead 1 version, but might as well go high detail with some mods. But don't worry, nothing changes with mods. So, well, yeah, as you can see, the entire place is very run down, barely any power. Although that does mean there is power, the lights are just off, which, well, different. Overall, the next few layers are actually quite depressing, such as this room here. There usually is a pill bottle there, and well, we can obviously tell what happens. Ate some pills like Lewis does, his addiction, haha, and door broke down and died. It's good, it's good. I can also see how everything looks, because big wall, broken down, someone got dragged into the closet area, hence all the blood, and probably meant they turned and all that. But then we have the other area, which is just a big massive hole in the floor. This can obviously mean the floor gave away, unless something big happened and they either jumped up and broke it, or they jumped down and broke it as well. Since all the doors are mashed open, and, well, everything is broken, including the walls, since that's a breakable object for the entire area in every single map of chapter. But yeah, the entire area is quite good. I'll only be talking for this area just for a tiny bit, because I only have a few areas which are more important. As well, this is interesting because a military jeep, well, a Humvee, drives through the building, well, latched into it, but obviously I like it. Good. It's good storytelling. Obviously the entire area got quarantined. Same with the exit there. Look, it's the beginning where the tank is. Although you can only see a tank with either mods or getting a different version. But yeah, overall, I can only say this is only the great bit, and of course it comes back to normal when we get to the safe zone. This chapter is, I don't know, it's kind of good. Yeah, don't mind the mod, but overall, I'm more interested in the stories on the walls that we've drawn, and this obviously tells us how long it's been and what people are doing since they are writing on the walls more. And obviously, this is shown more as you progress the entire game and go into different areas. As some people will be very comedic and some will just be plain depressing. And overall, I like the environment. It's an entire subway that's destroyed. And has plenty of storytelling, as mentioned. Well, that comes in with everywhere in the entire game. But overall, the first few parts of the subway are more interesting, as this will be only a short segment, and well, kind of had a problem where my game crashed later, but don't worry, it's not that bad. Overall, this area is good. I like it. It's interesting. It's nice. I like all the advertisements. As you may see, the classic "Give Blood." That obviously tells us how everything could have started as well, even though it's airborne. But obviously it's blood, so it's bad. Here though is the most interesting. Is look, you can see all the police bodies and a pile of cops behind us as well. This obviously tells us that well, police were fighting and they survived for a time, but then quickly got overrun because of how many there were. And well, it's kind of obvious, pretty much. But overall, it's nice. It's artistic. Very descriptive in all the detailing and how everything looks, as all the trains are actually crashed and all. Which, well, kind of obvious, it's a zombie apocalypse like. But the major part is how you can see all the dead bodies on the trains. And, well, this is usually where the part of my game crashed, so let's just skip a bit, eh? So, after my game crashed for no apparent reason, and had to do this main chapter entirely all again, we can see a type of story that a survivor has died, but maybe it was a random loner, or someone part of a group and they died, but couldn't really do anything with the body, and they just put a blanket over him to respect him, and that's quite fair. But obviously the more interesting story detailing is coming later due to the upcoming crescendo event, which, well, let's get to it now actually, since the entire area is just storytelling on random officers apparently, who are in the trains and probably got infected and died, or didn't just turn. Now this place has plenty of storytelling, as there are a few dead bodies around, but I think the story can tell itself and what happened to them. As I clear out this entire area just for, well, to look around, we can obviously see that there's a sentry poster there with a minigun, quite good, and a guy that got torn in half. Now, how did this happen? Well, this will be interesting since it could be a tank that rolled through, ripped him together, or something charged at him and tore him in half. But there's a thing about it where charge is common in Left 4 Dead 1, no they weren't. So, best chance, it was a tank that ripped him to shreds. Since it'd be kinda obvious. And yeah, there's a minigun post there. We can obviously guess who plays it up. Possibly military, or random survivors. And it would work if there wasn't a big massive hole behind it. And we all know what happened there. Something broke in, or it just collapsed, and, well, there's more ways for getting in. Overall, this generator room was interesting. But I like the mini security room you can find. There's obviously some blood in there, as we'll get to later. And, well, it can tell us what actually happened. Since, why else is there a pile of blood there? Simple. Someone's bleeding, or they were healing. And we can tell how much ammo's there, and how there's barely any food. And he's probably one of the members who died, which is sad. Overall, this entire map is decently good. Yet no one likes a witch though in the area, because they have a common spawn here. But here, I like it. I like the recurring helicopter. It's good. I also like how you can see the hospital as well. You can see how close you're getting. And you can tell by old maps that the background changes all the time. And we can know when we get into different maps. Overall, this area, pretty good. I would give it a rating, but I'll give it a rating at the end. So, this one. I mean, it's good, as always. There's more storytelling on the walls, how people are wanting to get out, and how the infection's actually changing. And you see on the notice board that it's not airborne now. And, well, this is obviously changing throughout the entire story. And, well, people are thinking the city's going to be bombed. And, well, that happens every time. So, the only reason I like the start of this area and not the afters is because, well, you'll see in a bit, but I'll tell you the reason why I don't like it. I don't like the sewers. It's just meh, it's annoying. I don't really like it. It's nothing really that good. I mean, there's plenty of storytelling in one room, and there's a dead body near the ladder, but doesn't really say much. The only point of story is the dead bodies in the little storage room, as there's piles of food and ammo and some items. But the good area of the zone is the big old gas station, as this is the best bit here. Plus, you can shoot it, which is more fun. Insta kill everyone, which is funny. So if you see one of your friends near it, just shoot it and everyone's dead. Best thing is that actually, well, I don't know if it's meant to give you a little bit of help going into the windows over there, but hey, it's good. You see over there, it's a ramp now. It might be on purpose, it might not be, but hey, who cares? As long as it gets you up there to get loot. But, well, you can see the little iron wires there, it gives you help. But, let's pretend below the gas station is the actual way up there. And we have that little crescendo vent, which leads into a warehouse-like area, and boom boom, there we go. The hospital is a, how can I say, an interesting place. as, well, there's plenty of graffiti in the walls, such as the kill counts of everyone, and yeah, people like lying, and it's funny. And yeah, we can always tell that the hospital is overrun. But if you haven't noticed, the entrances to the safe rooms are always blocked by the survivors because is there really anyone alive when they're coming through? It's because they're usually the last ones there. As you can see, message on the wall telling us how everything is somewhat okay for some people, but, well, people want to go to Riverside, and it's kind of obvious why. Better extraction points, you know. Overall, hospital, plenty of storytelling, plenty of attention to detail, and, well, what happened to people. And, well, people are mental when it comes to this zone, because there's plenty of bare cheeks everywhere, even if zombified. But anyway, this entire place is good. As I said, storytelling. Plenty of corpses around which show somebody's been in here, and it's usually the military. Or maybe other survivors who have rather group up here and possibly be safe. And that usually is the main fact. As, well, if you're injured and trying to study everything, where would you go? To the hospital. Usually the best place to go. And, well, we can see what happens to everyone later, as if you go higher and higher up to the hospital, we can see how many bodies there are and how clean it is in some areas, which can obviously tell us that got infected, got up and run away, and that usually is a bad thing. So, now that we're in the actual area, we are now discovering how bad it actually is up here. Some rooms are perfectly clean, with only tape, and the rest are just very, very red. Because this is usually where it actually broke out from. And yeah, there's a big old defense line there, and it shows what people did once everyone was turning. And so, well, the tape kind of gives it away on what happened and what the different medical reports do. As our best crescendo event is the elevator, and we all know how hectic it is when we know what's going to be coming in such a small area with a breakable wall. And usually where the zombies come out from kind of tells us how they all got flooded. And it's, well, a bad idea. Overall, I like it. Good map, good area, plenty of storytelling. Hate the rooftop section. Why? Simple. Charges in Left 4 Dead 2. That makes that section incredibly hard. Unless you somehow push a survivor off, then well done. Like booms, for example, they can push you when they explode. And, well, good job, you did it. Overall, I like it. There's barely any problem. Maybe the AI is the problem, but that's always the case. And, well, that's mainly everything to talk about. For the final segment, it is, well, the final, obviously. We obviously have more writing on the walls telling us what happens, how long does it take, and yeah, the time changes a lot. and different quarantine zones are getting taken down. So that's quite fun, isn't it? So overall, the final is good. I like it. Plus, you can have some secret content when talking on the radio, which will come later. But overall, this will only be a short segment, and all I have to say is, I like the build-up. Still in the construction zone, and you're slowly making your way to the roof, and bing bong, we're there, and we're happy, and we're finally in the correct area to get what we want, which is freedom. Overall, yeah, quite good. And overall, that's it for the video. I hope you enjoyed, and goodbye people.